Before diving, he was warned. He was warned that deep in the water he wouldn't know what to expect. Trespassers would be attacked by wild animals. They were untrustworthy. Still, he was surrounded. It was bad. He saw it when he looked up. He calmed down. He received a message from the seal. The deep blue sea fascinated Gary Grayson. He repeatedly watched the same ocean life documentary to annoy his parents. "I'll be a marine biologist," Gary would say. The adult Gary had the next best thing. His diving hobby was fulfilling. He had a special trip. Gary's friends surprised him with an Isles of Scilly scuba vacation for his 40th birthday. Gary dived often. From Mexico to Cuba, he dived with giant manta rays. He wanted to visit these waters off Cornwall for a special reason. Gary treasure hunted. He believed the ocean held unclaimed goods. The Isles of Scilly had shipwrecked jewels. They were also thought to have secrets. Gary had heard stories but wasn't sure. Tales mentioned creatures. Unpleasant, almost mythical. David Attenborough or not, sea creatures are scary. Without light, organisms behave strangely. The Isle of Scilly was filled with tales of a giant squid with ridiculously long arms. These were fables. Gary feared meeting a clear water creature. Gary was more concerned about real, big fish migrating due to global warming than mythical creatures. New research suggests different shark breeds may migrate to England to combat rising ocean temperatures. If you like my videos, don't forget to like or subscribe. Thanks in advance. Gary knew of a water animal that had been seen. Toothy. The Isles of Scilly had several sharks. Porbeagle and thresher sharks were there. A fisherman was decapitated by a tail swipe. This worried Gary and made him cautious. He didn't want to join those waters missing list. He must pack one thing. Gary went scuba diving with his friends after checking the checklist and bringing his fins. Clear waters let them see the sea's contents. They saw colorful coral reefs. They saw old ruins. Fun and enlightening. Until guests arrived. It changed. Gary saw the shadow before the source. Its size frightened him, so he spun around in the water as fast as he could. He was incredulous. Seal. Not alone. They were a brigade coming fast. Gary stopped. He was warned that ocean wildlife was unpredictable. He realized. Seals appeared from nowhere. Now surrounded. Gary knew that the seals' calm faces could change at any moment. We're in their territory, Gary thought. His panic subsided. Seals showed him something. Seals can weigh 450 pounds. Gary noticed these seals were smaller than usual. Why? Pups. They behaved like pups, even to a blind man. They showed Gary their playfulness. Gary was excited, but he didn't show it. If the pups were here, how far was the mother? He was answered. The mother never arrived while Gary waited. The pups rubbed themselves and touched him with their flippers. Gary stroked and held hands with some of them. They were too cute to ignore. He hoped he wouldn't regret relaxing his guard. He suddenly felt a pup's jaws close around his hand. When the seal clamped down on his hand, Gary worried. He considered where to get prosthetics. But no bite came. Gentle gnawing. These pups were strong and wanted to prove they were harmless. The same seal smiled proudly at him, which Gary later called cartoonish overkill. Its expression changed. Gary's seal left. Smile faded. He was recalling the seal's greater mission. He led Gary by the hand. Gary wondered what the seal wanted to show him. Gary's seal laid down. Wow, he thought, these guys really are the sea dogs. Before parting, he knew what the seal wanted. Communication was unnecessary. Gary generously scratched the seal's chin and belly. He did the least for such a good boy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.